Hey everybody out in YouTube land, it's Gavin. I have some pretty good news to report from my end over here so far. I'm getting pretty excited. I'm about a week and a half away from getting my T letter, and then I'm able to get my appointment to start on my HRT, which is really excited. I'm really excited and nervous at the same time. So all of my doctor's appointments and therapy appointments have been really good. They've gone really, really well. Work is going fantastic. I actually came out to the person who took charge for the principal while she was out at my kid's school, and everything was cool there. There was no backlash, no questioning. He basically wanted to know if I wanted him to talk to my kids' teachers or just have a teacher conference in general. I told him right now just to keep it down to the teachers who are interacting directly with my children so that I can kind of monitor things as it goes. I am starting to slowly ask people at work to call me by my chosen name of Gavin. I will be changing it legally. Hopefully that's going to be kind of my Christmas present to myself this year. I'm pretty excited about that too. I found out that it is significantly harder to change my name here in the state of Indiana than it is to change the gender marker on my birth certificate in California, which was a rather interesting bit of information that I found out while doing some research, getting my paperwork ready, getting everything lined up so that I'm ready to go with this. Again, I'm pretty excited. We had to go over some information for my husband yesterday, things for him to watch out with me as I start my transition, red flags, basically anything that might be triggering. I'm trying to figure out, basically, he needs to keep an eye on me. My self-care is going to be very important, and for those of you who are going through this, self-care is extremely important. You need to do things that make you happy. You need to do things that take your mind off of anything negative, because it is a roller coaster. It's not all just, zooming along positive. There's a lot more to it than that. There have been, in my case, very few negative reactions. I've been extremely lucky. My grandfather is very religious. My family tends to run on the religious side, and his reaction was one of the best reactions I've gotten so far. I was absolutely astounded. I told him that I was changing my name, and he asked me why, and I said straight up that I am transitioning from female to male. And he told me, he said that if that is what God has planned, then that is what you need to do. If that is what is in your heart, then you follow your heart. And that was one of the most amazing things I've ever heard from anybody in my family. Usually my family is not quite that accepting. So that was a shock, and basically I was so happy I just about cried. My husband was sitting there right there with me, and I kept smiling and giving him thumbs up because my grandfather was so supportive. I couldn't have asked for a better response. In fact, he called me back the next day and asked if I would like him to speak to other members of our family, which is very small. I only have 5 members of my family, biological family left. I don't have a big family. My family extended is pretty much friends. My husband has very little family left. I have very little family left, and this is just because of that is living. We don't have much family, so our extended family really does consist of our friends, and that is a lot of our support comes from our friends. But yeah, my grandfather asked if I would like him to actually talk to other members of my family for me, and I wasn't quite ready for that yet. My mother and I do not have a good relationship at all, and he basically said he could talk to her and tell her to pretty much stay out of the way, which is really, really good. And he understands that me and her do not get along. But he is also, between he and one of my uncles, is trying to find out a way to tell my grandmother that is going to be as least stressful for her as possible, because she is the only person who, as of yet, does not know. I'm scared to tell her. I'm scared of her reaction. My uncle is scared of me telling her. He's scared of her reaction. My grandfather is trying to come up with a way to tell her that will ease it on her a little bit. And he thinks that the way I told him is probably the best way, opening it up by saying, hey, I'm going to be changing my name. And if she asks why, then I can give a little bit of explanation, but I don't need to go into the whole thing unless she asks, basically. And I don't know if she's going to. I also have been told that I need to take control. I can't let anybody else have control of what I'm doing. So basically, I was told I could write a letter stating, if you need time to think about this situation, that's fine. If you don't want to talk to me for a while, that's fine. I need to be in control of the situation. And so keep that in mind when you're coming out, that you're in control of that. That if somebody needs time to digest what's going on with you, give them the time. Don't force it. Talk to other people who know the person who might have trouble with it and get their opinion, maybe get their help. I've got a lot of support. I feel very, very lucky in this whole situation. I actually find myself having received a lot more support than a lot of other people that I know who have come up against negative reactions very quickly. I've come against very, very few. It's been fantastic for me so far. Things are moving right along. I've had 2 to 3 doctor's appointments every week for slightly over a month. It's exhausting, to tell you the truth. I don't get much sleep. I have to get up early and then go to my appointments. This is a nice day where I don't have to go to another appointment for a week, which is, for me, is really, really nice. I get to actually relax for a little while. However, my evaluation for my T letter is a week and a half, and I don't feel like it could come soon enough. It's really exciting. I feel like I'm finally heading in the direction I need to head for myself, for my sanity, and for my health. And everybody's been very helpful in this whole manner. I have a lot of friends who like to joke about the situation, which is fine with me. They're not teasing me. They watch the videos on YouTube. I've sent them to a couple of videos to watch that are just a lot of fun. Shout out to Chasey Poo, uppercase Chase 1 on that one. And also to Emery, MQism, for being very, very positive. They've had a lot of good information, and that's who I tend to send my friends to watch if they want to know more information about what's going on, myths, debunking, different aspects of the whole transitioning thing. It's a lot of good information, and you guys have been great for me to watch, very inspirational. So thank you, out there. If anybody has any questions for me, please, by all means, ask. Comment, let me know what you think. And I am on, you can find me on Tumblr under Gavin's Rant. Find me on Facebook, possibly. Hit me up on Tumblr or YouTube for that one. Anyways, y'all have a good one out there in YouTube land, and I will catch you later. Bye.